Tuesday. Oh, there we are.
Hey, look at that. We're on.
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. All day and half the night.
How y'all doing? This is a little pre-game aspect of the old Fish Talk Live. Hopefully y'all are enjoying your Tuesday. A little bit on the breezy side out there, it looks to be.
Mm-hmm. Just waiting for everybody to jump on and say hello and do whatever they need to do.
That's it. Let's go ahead and take the time, get this page shared.
Yeah.
Give you a chance to win something this evening.
Yeah, be cool. Yeah, share it with all your friends, family, whoever you have on social media. Let everybody watch us. All three of us.
That's it. Hopefully y'all did some fishing this week, at least beat the winds. These east winds are definitely making some changes out there.
Yeah, it was breezy. It was quite breezy.
Holding like 20 mile an hour at the moment.
Me.
I would not want to be on the boat.
Heard there was a tornado a couple days ago.
That was pretty cool to witness.
Yeah.
Yep. Sad for the two houses that were lost.
Mm. The Peninsula House is out on Kings Bay, right?
Yeah, the old fish camp out there. Yeah, two of them got wiped off the map. That was pretty wild.
Yeah. A lot of people had some pretty good footage of all the storms there. So
oh yeah.
Kind of made Crystal River nationwide news.
Yeah.
Because of the weather.
Yeah. I wish it was on better conditions.
Yeah. Horrible way to do it. So.
Yep.
But again, share the page with everybody. Let everybody know that you like us, you want to watch us.
Hopefully y'all turned in some fish photos this evening. Always my favorite subject. I enjoy to see and envy what y'all may catch.
You know, I forgot to do that this week again. I've been busy. Today was a busy day. So.
Yeah, good days for maintenance.
Yeah.
Safety checks.
Definitely, or doctor's appointments.
Or that. I mean, there's safety checks.
Yeah.
Make sure the ticker's still ticking.
Yep.
All right. If y'all are ready, I think we're about ready.
One viewer said that the glare is overwhelming on your forehead.
I'll fix that.
Oh, no.
All righty, y'all. We'll be right back. Get this show on the road and stay tuned.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
Should be.
Welcome to
Fish Talk Live.
presented by
Us.
Ozella Keys Marina Power Pole. Guys, thank you for Why are we so low right now?
Oh, well,
Can we get a camera adjustment? What is going on? The reason why we're sitting so low is because we're sitting on one of the newest additions to the OKM charter boat built by Florida Marine Fabricators. John LaFleur, James, they crushed another project for us. We, again, just like what we do with Extreme Decals, we bring them a little sketch, something on cardboard
Literally
or
a
whatever it may
sketch.
be, and then they come up with this.
Yeah. Beautiful piece.
tell
Nice
ya.
thing, it really only takes a very small hand to pick up. Light,
Light,
new,
completely
Alu-
custom,
Minium.
quick turnaround, and very affordable. I tell you what, those guys over there, they have quality above everything else. Love doing business with them over at Florida Marine Fabricators. Thank you again for completing another one of our last-minute projects before scallop season.
That's it. And if y'all have any ideas that you may want done to your boat when it comes to the welding needs, they'll take care of it for you.
Definitely. Florida Marine Fabricators. Big Tall John, as Brody calls him.
Big tall John.
He also calls him something else, but I'm not going to say that. All right, so tonight is Safety Recall with Fish Talk Live. So we're talking safety things. We've got some great guests on the show. We have, inventors of organizations that help save many lives. Mm-hmm. And then we also have an inventor of a product that saves a lot of boat lives.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So we're going to be talking all about that tonight here on Fish Talk Live. Now, before we get into all of that, Billy, scallop season's almost here.
Coming quick.
Very quick. We've had really good scallop reports from our shrimpers, as we do most years. This year it started early.
Yes, they did.
Yep, so.
Yes, they did. It was actually almost 3 weeks ago when we got our first one in the shrimp tank.
Yeah, big one too.
Yeah, it was keeper size, but it went back to the Gulf, luckily.
I've heard a lot of people say, scallop, it's not going to be a good year. But this is my thought on it. Last year, the scallops were so spread out.
Very much so.
I mean, you didn't have to be in one small spot. It was actually better to work bigger
Broader
spots,
areas,
a broader
yeah.
area. So
Absolutely was.
there was still a lot of scallops that didn't get picked, for the season that was able to produce all those eggs.
I was finding them late fall into wintertime last year, playing on the airboat, drifting through the grass flats, and still finding them out there on the airboat.
That's right. And let's see. We'll talk about it on Tackle Table Talk. It'll be one of the cool things from CCA Florida that they put out this year that's really going to help scallop populations and the future stocks. So make sure to check that out on the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk. Billy, I know you haven't gotten to do much airboating with these winds.
Not a whole lot.
But the weekend was pretty.
Yep, for the time that I was out there from last Tuesday to today, we had some of the days that were absolutely stunning out there. Drifting through a lot of the grass flats that I enjoy doing, going through some of that reef bottom that we have offered off our little coast. I'm not going to lie, this past week it was pretty cool seeing the amount of sheep's head that are literally just hanging out in the grass beds. There's no structure around what they're doing there, having a clue. Nice, I'd probably say 15, 18-inch sheep's head. I mean, well into the keeper size range. If you're looking for them, I mean, they're not in large numbers by any means, but it's definitely a species that's out there you can catch as a bycatch. I was finding small handfuls of redfish still playing out towards the mouths of the rivers. I didn't hunt for them all that much per se, getting into the reef area, playing into the outer islands. But getting into the mouth of the rivers, and a good incoming tide, starting at that dead low when I'm playing on the airboat, starting to see a lot of the redfish, not technically schooling up, but definitely in good numbers. Nice fish out there.
I know the couple days I was on the airboat last week, there was actually a decent amount of trout in the middle of the reef as well.
Something you just don't expect to see them. It's really nice to see, actually. Still finding schools of tarpon out there. Always fun to find them out there. Especially on the calmer days, you can find them gulping the surface. And sharks. Lots of sharks.
Lots of sharks. Talked to Captain Ryan Harrington down in St. Pete and Gulfport. The tarpon bite is still phenomenal down there. And also up in Yankeetown, I hear the tarpon bites.
They're working their way
Pretty
north.
intense, yeah.
That's awesome.
People are more concerned about Billy's attire this evening. Everybody's loving that fishing shirt.
It's a classic.
That is
Good
a
old classic.
Oh yeah, throwback.
I didn't realize it until I put it on. I was like, oh, that's
It's still clean.
So they're
How
on
about
back order?
yeah. Yeah, definitely on back order. It's kind of a classic nostalgia look.
And then a follow-on question, how much would someone expect to pay for that chair since they are so comfortable?
So I still have not gotten the invoice.
That's the scary part.
Yeah, that's the scary part. But I've done much business with them recently, and they're going to come in lower. Most of your other competitors and most of the other fabricators here in the area.
Best thing to do is literally draw up a sketch, get a hold of them, and have them give you a
It's one of those things. If you expect quality over anything, then John LaFleur and I have a great relationship. We do a lot of business. He does business with us. We do business with him, and it's just one of those things. We don't ask prices until we get our product, and really we get invoiced, and then that's it. We have a great relationship, but quality is everything. On our boats, and so
Absolutely.
that's what we expect. But as soon as I get the invoice,
got.
I'll let you all know. So. Good report, Billy. Snook, did you say anything about Snook?
I did not say anything about snook. They are mighty plentiful still out there. I'm not finding any of the big monster snook out there, nothing 40 plus inches. Few of them that I would say are still in slot. Most of the time when I'm finding the snook, it is on the drifts when I'm just happen to be hugging the mangroves. And that's when I find a decent amount of the smaller redfish. They'll push out from underneath that shade. And you can tell which snook have been hanging out under there. They are almost a black bullet. Quite a few of them have darkened up from what I've seen, which, it honestly, first glance, it makes you double think of what kind of fish you just saw until they're with another group of snook that have been hanging out in the sunlight, and they're, that nice greenish color. And then you get those dark black ones, which I thought was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
Yep. They've been hanging out in the shade for a long time.
Long time.
Yep. I'd say if you're going to go for that snook, I'd get that bait all the way into that shade.
All right, there you go. It's a great point.
That's where I'm finding them.
That's a great point. Alrighty, so that being said, let's go ahead and see what you all have caught on the Extreme Decalz Catch of the Week.
Yes, please.
And you're right, this is one of my favorite segments.
One of my favorite.
I enjoy watching other people catch
I see fish, but I never get to bend that rod. Well, I do, but not as often.
So let's see what we got over here. Nikolai.
Beautiful red.
Captain Ajax with beautiful redfish. Anthony.
Congrats on the new boat, by the way.
Yeah, nice boat too.
Yeah, old
Super
bait rider
nice
looking
boat.
sharp.
Great mustache. So would that
pretty cool,
be
Mr.
considered a
Bruce.
kingfish?
Yeah.
I would consider it to be
Looks
one.
like a kingfish.
Nice
The whole
catch.
kingfish and mackerel things always confuse me.
No, that's a kingfish.
I was going to say, I haven't caught a mackerel that big, so that's going on the king side. Nice catch on kayak, by the way.
Yeah.
Monster pin.
Oh,
I would have filleted that thing up.
I think he did.
A fish
it?
kebab.
Chris Hart. So wait, all right.
Wow,
So
I didn't know you actually fished too.
I'm thinking that Gavin actually caught that redfish. 'Cause I still don't believe that Chris can catch one.
Very nice.
Dale with a nice bass.
Absolutely.
Ditch picker.
Looks like at a golf pond somewhere. Captain Gene Miller. Happy clients. Not happy redfish. One with a nice undershot there for red.
Bright white belly. Man, is that just a I beat you to the punch look or what? Nice catch.
I'm going to go and assume that was a last year photo there.
Steinhatchee is open.
Yeah,
Oh,
playing
gotcha.
to the north.
Did it open
Playing
already?
to the north.
Really?
Yeah. Very nice.
Up in Steinhatchee. Killing it up there. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Good bags. Good bags. Looks promising
deal.
for home waters. Nice.
Another
Good
Florida
looking
Redfish Series OG right there with a huge cobia. Look how dark that thing is, too. Larry Wentz in that brand new tournament boat he got.
Nice. Heck of a drum.
Oh, maybe that's not the...
Black drum, baby.
Very nice. Red Schnapper off Yaks.
All right. Is Matt online right now? Is he watching? Oh, good. On the line. All right. So it looks like what? That's got to be Panama City?
Looks like it.
Because where
That's
can
fun.
you go in a kayak to catch red snapper?
Definitely not here.
Destin, maybe?
Possibly Destin. It's still a long paddle for Destin.
It kind of looks like Crystal River in the background.
Nah.
Multiple new
Power
plants.
plant. Yeah, that's it.
So we just had a special report breaking. This is going to be the Mike Dunning show here.
Mike Dunn been busy.
Golly.
Very nice.
Look at these redfish.
Absolutely. Whew.
Wow.
That's a stud.
Holy smoke.
Yeah, good
He's
fish.
been on them.
Nice
Nick.
snook. Good red.
Another big old redfish
Yeah.
there.
Big fat belly.
That's
Yes,
a
it
big
does.
kayak.
Yeah.
That's a monstrous ladyfish.
Here we got Timothy with a nice tarpon. Travis Roberts
Very
getting on
nice.
those big
That's
black
a good
drums.
size
Yeah.
mangrove we even got.
Is that a hogfish?
It's a hogfish. It's a male.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's another one of Travis's right there.
Yeah, nice red. Thank you
Good
all very
deal.
much for sending those in for us.
Good photos.
Absolutely.
Good range of
a
species,
variety.
and I tell you what, that was that hogfish was pretty neat.
Yeah, that was definitely different to see.
Right up against the
Especially
mangroves?
I was about to thought, what's that doing there?
What was it? Last year we saw quite a few on the Scallop grounds, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, little guys everywhere.
Too
Right
cool.
there by Char Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Alrighty, so let's hit a commercial break, and when we come back, we've got Miss Jessica Barnes with Cayla Coats. That's going to be on the Ayinde Matthews State Farm casting couch with Captain Mario, and we're going to dig into what is Cayla's Coats and how is it impacting our communities all over. So
Like it.
we'll be right back. Captain Gary Bartell.
Captain Billy Fender here with Ozello Keys Marina.
And Fish Talk Live. Billy, scallop season is here. So let's talk about the CCA Florida Scallop Sorter and how this device can help the stock for seasons to come.
Absolutely. And as there is no real law pertaining to the size of the bay scallop that you can harvest, this is a huge push when it comes to the conservation side to separate these small scallops from the big scallops you're going to want to harvest.
You're correct. You know, the real difference between these scallops is going to be the size of the meat inside of them. The smaller scallops, it's really not worth the harvest. But if that scallop fits through this sorter, let's get it back in the water because that little scallop can produce millions of eggs in a season.
So let's all follow suit with CCA Florida and let's sort through these little scallops.
Welcome back to the Ayinde Matthews State Farm casting couch. I am Captain Mario Castello. We have a special guest on the phone, I would believe. Her name is Jessica Barnes, I believe her name is.
That's it.
And yeah, there she is right there. How you doing, Jessica?
I am good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Tell the folks out there who you are, what you do, and talk to us a little bit about everything going on here.
So I am Jessica Barnes, and we have an organization, Cayla's Coats. Some of you may have seen our life jacket loaner stations that we have. Right now we've got 7 within Citrus County. We've got 2 and 3 more that we're going to be putting out. And basically, Cayla's Coats was started because our daughter Cayla drowned in 2010 at 20 months old. So we wanted to make sure that, you know, the event that our family has gone through, that no one else has to go through it. We are looking to educate and to provide what is needed to make sure that kids and people are safe around the water.
Man.
No, there's my kid.
Yeah.
That's Caitlin Hayden.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's oh my gosh. Yeah, that See, now I'm getting a little bit teary-eyed here. I'm sorry. So how long ago did you start this the Cayla's Coats? How long ago was this?
So Cayla's Coats has been a nonprofit since about 2012. So about 12 years we've been a nonprofit working within Citrus County. We provide swim scholarships for families that are financially in need through PD Aquatics and the YMCA. This year alone, we've done $7,000 in swim scholarships for kids. And then we've education as a teacher. For me, education is the goal. The more we can educate, the more that we can do. This year, Florida has had 55 drowning fatalities in children under 18. And that's just from January 1st until today. So we are thankful to say that none have been in Citrus County. So go Citrus County, yay you. We are much appreciative of that. And we want to just make sure that we keep getting the word out to stay safe around water, designate water watchers, making sure that we're never swimming alone. We're wearing those life jackets, those U.S. Coast Guard approved PFDs when we're on the water. We've got barriers, fences, door alarms up to provide those layers of protection, making sure that everybody knows CPR and that we've got swim lessons. Those are our main goals that we're able to educate and provide.
Okay. Is this strictly in Citrus County, or do you have plans on going anywhere else with this?
We ourselves have, just because it's our second job, our third job. So we our goal is to kind of keep this within Citrus County as far as our loaner stations and our swim scholarships. We are in touch with many different foundations who are much like us that do some of the same things all over the country. So if you know of anybody that's in need somewhere, I'm sure that we have a connection that we can get to you somewhere. Yeah,
definitely. Wow, that just that blew my mind, because this is the first time I've actually heard about this, and it's kind of taken me for a little bit of a tear jerk here, but you said you were working with YMCA. That's the local one here in Citrus County, or is it anywhere up the Sun Coast? Because there's a handful of them up here. So.
Yeah, and there's a handful of our organizations that we are partners with that work with those. But since we collect money and we take donations from Citrus County, that's where we like to keep it. Okay. So whatever is donated to us stays within Citrus County. We are an all volunteer board, so none of us are paid. So everything that we bring in is deposited right back into our community. Okay,
good deal. Now, you said tell me a little bit more about these the swim lessons. I'm kind of curious to see from start to finish. How many kids are involved in this right now as we speak right now?
So what we do, we don't do the swim lessons ourselves. We donate the money to the organizations that do that, because I cannot teach swim lessons. That is not my deal. Right. But a lot of the programs that we're donating to are a 1-to-1 ratio. Mm-hmm. I do know, I remember vividly when right before Cayla had drowned, I had an application for swim lessons on my desk. And the person that I had called had said, because of her age, we can just work on, blowing bubbles. You can do that yourself. You don't need to necessarily come to me. And we have learned that is not true. Kids can start as early as 6 months, starting the swim lessons, survival swim lessons, where they're learning to float. And then they'll proceed into float, roll, float, or swim, float, swim, to where they're learning how to survive if they were to fall into the water, what they do if they're fully clothed, and then just making sure that we're continuing those lessons. So PD Aquatics, which is our main partner, as well as the YMCA, is kind of who we work with the most part.
Okay,
And if Jessica, Sarah Dodge is one of her classes, one of the ones that you actively work with?
Correct. Yes, Sarah Dodge with PD Aquatics, and she's got another instructor in there as well.
So that was one of the best things that we've ever done, is putting Brody through, that class, and all of them are great, and I applaud you and everything that you do, and what you've made out of this. And I got to admit, actually, so Jessica, I know Jessica through 352 Legends, through the football league. I knew Jessica and I knew Jessica's face, but I never put two and two together until a little while ago when Bree told me, "Hey, we're gonna have Jessica Barnes, with Cayla's Coats on the show." I was like, "That's so awesome, Jessica Barnes!" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh my God, that's such." So what you do and what you've done, hats off to you. Like seriously, it's amazing. The awareness behind it. Citrus County is surrounded by water. Every side, east side to the west side, north and south. So the more awareness that we get out there, for these swim classes, life jackets, the different safety options that we can provide and get out there is, it's going to be the best thing possible. So my question to you is, what is the best way for myself, Billy, Mario, John, Brianna, anyone that's watching right now, the best way that we can help Cayla's Coats provide more awareness for the subject?
So you guys are all in the water all the time. So my biggest thing, so our life jacket loaner stations, let me go back a little bit. We've got some at Hernando Beach and Boat Ramp. We have one at Hunter Springs. There's one at McRae's, Florida Cracker, Nature's Resort, Camp and Water. And then we had one at Fort Island Trail that was damaged during the hurricane. So that one's currently in my garage right now. So we're getting that one put back out. And then I've got some more that are going to go out on the east side of the county. So my biggest thing, if you're on the water, which I'm assuming a lot of our people that are listening are, wear the life jackets. As the adult, you have to set the precedence because we never know what's going to happen. We like to say your life jacket is like your seatbelt on the water. A lot of times, like when I go out, I have the inflatable one, very light, you don't even know it's there, because I want to be that model for my kids. Because even though they're older than 6, which is that's Florida law, 6 and under must wear that life jacket on the boat. I've got to set that precedence. I've got to set that example so that, wearing life jackets not stupid. It doesn't make you look funny. And I think that's a lot of our people's takeaways is that I'm not going to wear that. I don't need it. I know how to swim. Well, you might know how to swim, but in the event that an accident happens, you need to have that safety piece.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And if someone wanted to donate to the cause to help promote awareness and we all know that this type of stuff takes money to promote, takes money to get out there. So how could one do that? Is there a website we could go to or?
Yes, so we're at caylascoats.org. I'm also on Facebook. And then you can also donate Cayla's Coats. We're all over. Our life jacket loaner stations have our information on there. And I'm sure you guys can share our website, through your page. But right now we're in need of life jackets, actually. I'm in need of infant life jackets and the 50 to 90 youth size life jackets so that we can continue to fill those loaner stations. And I want to remind you that if you take one, please return it because we're having a lot that end up are not returning, which if you need it, by all means. But the only way that the stations work is if we get them back so that other people can use them.
Infant life jackets.
50 to 90 pounds.
Infant and 50 to 90, or 30 to 50. 50 to 90. I have a lot of 30 to 50. Infant and 50 to 90 are the ones that we're kind of in need of right now.
All right. So
Nice to know.
we're going to get with you, what is today, Tuesday? So we'll get with you on Monday, and we're going to bring you a bunch of them. So, and the other thing, I had an idea, is for everyone that posts a photo for Catch of the Week next week, or not next week, we're off next week, for the following week, for everyone that posts a photo in a life jacket, all right, we're going to give 50 free shrimp to anyone that posts a photo. So let's get that awareness. Let's help Jessica. Let's help Cayla's Coats create that awareness. So anyone that posts a photo for Catch of the Week in 2 weeks here, their first show in July, we'll give you guys 50 free shrimp. And we all know how you all love your shrimp. So we love the life jacket awareness stuff, and we love this cause.
So how can others donate life jackets?
We should put a collection station here.
Want to do that?
We should have a collection station here.
Jessica, you okay with that? If we get a
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, Rick,
they can
there's your
also
answer.
They could also drop them on a loaner station too. That's fine.
Oh, bring them right to the station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a great
Yeah.
idea.
Either one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, John, you said you had another question?
I'm good.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Jessica, is there anything else that you want to get out there? I mean, again, we love the cause, love everything about this, and I'm right there with Mario. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to hear stuff like this. But bringing awareness to this that's the way to spread the word out for sure.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely helped us to move through the grief is by sharing her. Yep, there's our girl. There's Cayla. And my husband Sean.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Good deal. Well, Jessica, thank you so much. Mario, do you have anything else from over there at the
No,
casting couch?
no, that should be it. But yeah, we appreciate what you're doing. Everybody appreciates what you're doing here. The swim lesson thing is it's a fantastic idea because when I was young, I don't remember ever taking swim lessons, and I think that would have jump-started a lot of things. The safety issue, just being able to make sure your kids are safe on the water, and yeah, that's what we all want. Is everyone needs to be safe on the water. The swim lessons are a great way to do that. But thank you very much for what you're doing. Thank you.
Well, thank you for helping me share the word.
Absolutely. All right, Jessica. Well, we'll see you on the fields here soon.
Yeah.
We've got a fall season just around the corner, and again, thank you for everything. And I'll get with you here this week, and we're gonna get you life jacketed up.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right,
Absolutely. Thank you.
See why I was born ready. I was born ready.
All righty, everybody. So
Table talk with the
Nature Coast Financial Advisors. I tell you what,
that's a hard one to swallow.
it's a hard. It's
Like that's a,
it's one of those. It's just one of those things that, like, with every terrible situation, that there's an angel out there.
yeah, positive that can come from it.
Yeah. So, I think so highly of that family and what they're doing to ensure that we're all.
Happen to everybody.
That's it. All right, so we're at the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk, and we've got a product here that we're going to go over a bunch of different safety stuff. This is the safety recall of Fish Talk Live, and we've got a bunch of different items up here, but there's one in particular that Miss Brianna found through ICAST, and I'm really excited to go to see them during ICAST. But it's the EZE Docker.
Yep, it's not technically speaking a safety item per se, but more of a convenience item for times that cleats are not convenient.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, it could be a safety option. I mean,
Absolutely could.
you pull up to a dock, you cannot find a cleat, you can't find a post, you can't find something ideal to tie off to. You have one of these in your boat. It's as easy as slipping it through and twisting it, and you already have a rope that's looped through it. But we do have the owner of EZE Docker, Roland, right here on Fish Talk Live at the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk. So, Roland, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. And again, I want to say that is such a beautiful shirt, and I appreciate that dearly.
Well, it's one of my fishing shirts, but it's all good, right?
Absolutely, man.
Gary and Billy.
That's it. Yes,
Well,
sir.
I'm happy to hear. I forwarded some of the product, and I'm so happy because I'm going to be at ICAST this year as well.
Awesome.
And I'm a designer, inventor. I bought a business and a company that manufactures all kinds of products, and this was kind of in the beginning stage. And I redesigned it, re-engineered it, and it works fabulously. If people have used it, the testimonials are just phenomenal. Not only that you know it's for docks, decks, but hell, or heck, you can even tie your dog to the dock.
So, Roland,
Very
let me ask you a question. Whereabouts are you calling in from? You know, how long have you had this product out there, and how long have you had this product in your head?
Well, I'll tell you, it's been, I'm calling from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada.
Wow.
And we're right around the world right now. And we designed this minimum 10 years ago. And we've re-engineered it, redesigned it, relaunched it, repatented it. And just recently, I personally designed and invented the rod holders, umbrella holders, all these great new ideas to fit in docks so that people aren't stepping on their rods. They're sitting there and they could fish simply and easily, and it's just a wonderful tool. And I'm sure Brody would enjoy that and the rest of the team. And from what Brianna said, even Brody was able to moor and dock the boats very simply because you just keep them tied to your boat no matter where you go. It's as simple a tie down. We use it a lot for furniture, appliance. Well, I have a friend of mine whose barbecue flew off the deck, and he decided to buy one of these to tie it down for the storms and whatever else is happening. So it's a great way to go.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Have you had, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I tell you what, you know, like you said, Brody had more fun putting this in the docks. It was like a game to him. So I was having fun letting him tie the boat up. I can tell you that.
I didn't even think about it on a storm side, like you just said. That's brilliant. So many, like for being able to strap your grill down, your
oh wow,
your lawn chairs, anything that's out on your decks, which a lot of people on the water have. I like that idea.
Well,
you know, didn't even cross my mind for how many ways you could use it.
Well, you know what they do is people will tarp their furniture and they'll just put them on the corners to tie down the tarp. It doesn't damage the dock, doesn't damage any items. People use it just to take their canoes or their kayaks. They put it from one end to the other end, just put one on one side, and they literally put a bungee cord to the other side. It's not going to blow away, not going to go anywhere. People use it for their coolers. People use it, even their umbrellas that are sitting there that blow away. They just tie it to an umbrella or an awning to stop the awning from being so tortured with the wind. So it's a versatile product. It's a tie down. They're engineered to withhold. Heck, you're going to lose your boards from your dock before this breaks.
Especially these bigger ones.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I had the small one on the deck today, and I gave it a pretty darn good tug. And I was not surprised, but I was very pleased on how it hold me there.
You know, I thought
I don't want to use numbers, but they're engineered and designed to hold minimum. The small ones at least 1,500 pounds, and the big ones 3,000. And they'll hold 55-foot boats and everything else. But a lot of the people who are using the larger boats, what they do is they just put this in front where they're going. They run their lines through, and then they go to the main support cleat. So it just keeps it all in order. So, I've had people say, well, I got a 20,000 pound boat. And I said, well, it's not going to lift it in the air.
Right.
It's just to keep it in place. And what I find very useful is a lot of the people who have their own docks, they have their own cleats for their boats, but what happens is all the other cleats are toe kickers and trip hazards. So what they do is when people come in as guests, they'll just take these out and have temporary cleats. And what I find is a lot of the public docks, especially in Canada, I'm sure it's going to be in the US as well, but these are all trip hazard and liabilities, so they're removing cleats. So people are trying to run the lines underneath the dock. Don't know what you're going to find, but in Canada, we got spiders the size of your hand.
No, thanks.
Yeah. Never going to Canada now. Thanks, Roland.
Just sharing. So it's a very convenient, just, you pull it out of your boat, you just moor anywhere you want. You keep one in your you keep two in your jet ski, and you're full. You go between boats, this boat, that boat. And one of the big things too is I've had people share with me things like, I'm alone. I'm, disembarking. I'm bringing my boat to the water, and when I unload it, I just take my cleat and I put it in, and I can actually let my boat go by myself, so they can do everything. So it's a very wonderful idea that I came up with. We re-engineered it. Like I said, we got the fishing pole holders. We've got a lot of other things. And I'm in the middle of going to ICAST because I'm really interested in dealing with a lot of marinas, main stores, anywhere from Ace Home Hardwares and a lot of the other ones who are interested in selling this product on my behalf to all their people. So how's that?
I love it. The first time I talked to Roland on the phone, I really thought I had him. I was like, Roland, I said, this seems like such a cool product. I said, but I feel like it's just an easy trip hazard. And he's like, well, did you not get the koozie? And I'm like, yeah, that's great. I said, but it's just going to make me drink more and make me trip easier. And he's like, well, look at the bottom. It's got a slit inside of it. See,
yes.
Let's get a zoom in on this.
And that's the whole thing.
There's your eye catcher.
Absolutely. So cozies, and even the as simple as, I'm just going to kind of bring one into the space, but these little bungee cords.
Yep.
I've had them re-engineered and designed for being 10 inches in length. So it's so easy to attach to your any chair that you have. Instead of blowing in the water, it just holds onto your chair. The wind doesn't blow it over. I've had so many people say, well, I've got these really Adirondack chairs that are 100 pounds. I said, well, even they blow in the water. It just makes it that much harder to pull them out of the water.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, now, this.
See what I was like for storms?
Not even storms, like
Just
the wind that we had today. And not having to take your furniture off the dock, so you can just literally putting it right underneath, and genius.
Yeah.
Literally the lightest, most convenient chairs to carry around. They'll stay on your dock. They'll be secure. You can have a little table. It'll hold the table, the chairs, everything. So it's once people use it, they're just loving them. So that's all I can say about that. And as you can see, I live a little bit of a background. It's EZEDocker.com, and the company name is EZE Docker. So that's how we're designing it. And anybody wanting to have that, I have it at info@EZEDocker.com. So if they're looking to send me some information, I'm happy to respond to it. And
Awesome.
Looking forward to seeing them at ICAST. So that's where I'm at.
Is this going to be your first ICAST show?
I participated in the ICAST show a few years ago, but it's going to be technically my first year. I'm 100% owner of the company and designer, and looking to meet a lot of people who are interested to carry this product and helping them out making that happen.
Cool. Have you had any feedback from like the saltwater side as far as corrosion or anything of that nature? I read on here.
Absolutely.
So let's hear about that.
They're saltwater friendly.
Wow.
So what they are is they're galvanized for saltwater friendliness, and they'll last forever. As I said, I've been dealing with this for 10 years. I've never had one come back. People are just loving them. They're going to say, they come to the trade shows, they come to the cottage life shows, and they go, I bought one last year, the year before. I'm buying 4 more this year because I use it for all my toys, everything. And I give them out as gifts because they're amazing Father's Day, surprise gifts because they're really novel and useful. And I think that's the biggest thing we've been finding. People are saying, I've been coming up with ideas right, left, and center that makes these even more convenient to use.
Good deal. Awesome. Well, Roland, thank you so much. Actually, tonight, so after every show, we do a really cool giveaway, and tonight's giveaway is going to be a set of these EZE Dockers. So, you know, by the way, what is the retail on these? You know, I'm going to say small, medium, fishing rod holder. What are we talking retail?
Well, here's the good news. They're phenomenally, for a show special, what I'm doing is on my website, I designed the show special today. It's $40 Canadian, a set of 2, which means about $30 your way. And it's the least expensive thing that you're going to have in your boat, but the most convenient and most useful. So a set of 2 comes in at $40, a little bit of tax, a little bit of shipping costs. But at the end of the day, I'm getting orders right, left, and center from the U.S. everywhere. The fishing rod holders are just a very popular item as well for the convenience. But that's pretty straightforward. It's probably the least expensive thing you're going to have in your boat. The most important thing that you're going to use every day. And if you don't use it every day, you're going to use it on occasion. I've had people use it and they say, I'm getting emails, I just used it today and I'm so happy to have it. So not only that, but you know how you have your pleasure rafts and crafts? You keep this on your pontoon or your pleasure craft and you just tie it down and just off the dock. So it's an easy pull and release system. So that's the best way to describe it. Nice. And I can see that you made your own footage, so that's great.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Roland, thank you again. We look forward to meeting you in person at ICAST. It's coming up very soon. We look forward to seeing these docks all over Ozello here shortly. These are super cool.
I'm in booth 740, so I'll be looking forward to it.
Sounds good. Awesome. We'll stop by and meet you in person. Roland, thank you again. Awesome product. Awesome person, awesome shirt, and we'll talk to you here shortly.
All right. Have a great day.
Hey, you too. Thank you. Absolutely.
Bye.
Billy, what a cool product.
Pretty slick. Pretty slick.
It is. We had fun with this. You know, as Brianna said, that Brody enjoyed using these things. They are fun. You know, we were like going up and down the dock, figuring out like which one could go where.
Which space? And
it's convenient. It really is. I've been to a lot of docks where there's no cleats.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just like he said, a lot of the public ramps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, all right, Billy. So besides the EZE Docker, you know, again, you said that's a convenience thing. You know, I think it falls in safety and convenience. But what other safety items are necessities on our boat?
I mean, anything like we have spoke earlier, life jackets are a big one.
Yep.
You know, as far as the guys, any commercial rigs going to have your Type 1 life jackets. You're going to want, if you have little ones, definitely going to want to have them in a life jacket, ages from 6 and under by law, and just to have one for every person on board, and I'd even have one extra.
I mean, here's the deal. Life jackets, 1 per person on a boat, all right? Law and common sense. Throwable.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yep. Flares. Yep. Whether you have the shoots or the scrapes.
Yep. And make sure that these flares, they all have expiration dates on them. So guys, right now we're going to save you a ticket this scallop season.
100%.
So make sure you're paying attention. Make sure that that you can see the expiration date and make sure that they are not expired. John, did you?
February 25th.
May of 25.
Is it May of 25?
May of 25. Okay.
Yeah.
I just checked them today.
All right.
He will be ordering more.
Fire extinguishers. There's different sizes per boats or per boat size, but just get on the FWC website or Coast Guard website.
See what's required, order 2.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's cheap
That's
insurance.
a no-brainer.
That is a cheap insurance.
A sound device.
Yep. Whether it's whether you use like a hand cannon, a whistle, you need.
What is a hand cannon?
Say anything about 9mm or bigger.
I use my wife. She screams a lot.
Sean! Should we get him off the hot mic? All right, so a hand cannon.
Yep. Guns. I mean, technically speaking, it is a noise-making device, and it is a legal way of making noise.
But it's a lot cheaper and easier to
cheaper
carry
just to
a
have a big
whistle
whistle.
or a horn device. But even like electronic horn, as long as if you get pulled over, as long as you can prove it.
Yep. It needs to make noise on demand.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, what else? We're missing something. We're missing something here. I mean, besides a first aid kit, I always carry a first aid kit.
That's smart.
Yeah, I put it in a Ziploc bag. Knock on wood, I haven't had to use it a whole lot, but it's a good item to have. You know what's a great item to have, even if you have power poles?
Anchor.
Yeah, an anchor. An anchor. Seriously, we've all been in that situation where it ruins your whole day. It's electronics in a boat. It's strong currents, strong winds.
Absolutely.
Or just too deep.
Or just too deep.
Yeah.
Or just too deep.
Yeah.
So just carry an anchor. Dock lines. Man, there's something
You got a throwable down there.
we already talked
Underneath the
about
first
that.
aid kit.
Yep.
There's
There's something else that the Coast Guard's going to look for, and I don't know why. What was it, Bray?
Somebody brought up,
Kill
who
switch.
was it? Dylan
Kill
brought up
switch.
a good comment. Kill
What's that?
switch lanyard.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's always brilliant to just wear it.
30 foot and under now. It's required by law.
I think so.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
30 foot and under.
Yep. We've all known people that have somehow got ejected out of their boats, and without lanyards, the boats will keep running.
Looks right at me.
I have memories.
We were young and dumb.
Yep.
Young and dumb. Not in my professional career. I promise you, folks.
I don't even know if we're legally driving vehicles yet, but yes, that thing will happen, and boats can drive without you, whether you think it will not. A safety lanyard is a huge thing that you're going to want to wear. Absolutely.
Yep. Definitely.
Waves get rough. I mean, we know a friend of ours that went missing for a few days for the same exact reason.
Yep.
Boat ran off without him. He watched it drive away, and 2 days later he was found, still kicking.
Never know what's going to happen. He was literally, he went out fishing by himself at sunset. He was trolling right out by the Scallop rack, not even
He was
far.
not far at all.
And some boat drove by. I don't know if you've ever experienced those boat wakes that come from miles and miles, and he just wasn't prepared for it, checking the drag, and he went right over the back of the boat when the wave hit, and the boat just
Kept right on cruising. Another great thing to have on board, spare parts. Fuel water separators, an extra primer ball. Hose clamps are a big one. Some people don't think of hose clamps, but 5/16 ball going into a 3/8 fuel line, yeah, well, you're still stuck in the water.
fuel water separator.
Yep, absolutely. And a lot of those boat parts, even tools themselves, which is a great idea to do, is if you know somebody or have one with a vacuum sealer, is just go ahead and stick it in one of those vacuum bags, seal it up, stick it in the hatch, forget about it until it's needed. And then after all your repairs are done and you make it back, replace what you use, reseal it, and you're ready to go for the next time.
Extra spark plug.
Yep, extra spark plugs, unless you run V8s, that's a pain in the rear.
Go through your boat and inventory every single type of and size of fuse that you have.
Absolutely.
And then get a backup.
Yep, absolutely. Drain plugs are another one that's great to have extras of. Quite a few of us have been there too. driving along, and next thing you know, we're not going as fast.
You know, Billy, there's one more item that we should all be having on our boats this scallop season, and I want you to explain this.
Oh, die flag.
2 ones, 3 ones. Oh, yeah, I did catch it.
What are those things, Billy?
So these are the CCA Florida scallop sorters. You saw it on our little commercial there. This is a great piece of equipment to have for scallop season. This is a big push for the saving of our season. So by actually taking your scallops, do all your snorkeling, gather up what you can before you stick them in that slush water and or decide to shuck them, just see if they fit through here. If they do happen to fit through, toss them back into the Gulf of Mexico and let them continue their spawn. That's what they're pushing into these shallow flats to do, is to continue to make more for future generations. They have short lifespans, but produce millions of eggs every year. So it's best to go ahead and get those put back into the Gulf. And next thing you know, another month or so, that scallop may turn around and fit right back into it. So it's a pretty cool piece of equipment to be able to keep on your boat. It's not a law by any means. It's just a great thing to try and help preserve what we have in this awesome ecosystem that we get to explore and enjoy. Any other safety equipment you guys can think of? Yeah, drain plug's always a great one. Yeah, like if you were to actually go on one of my airboat tours, I think I have like 6 of them in my grass rake. Because we have been out there, and I don't know what reason causes it, but drain plugs, especially the non-threaded kind, the push-in rubbers, they can dry crack. They do tend to fall out at times if they're not tightened in properly. Luckily with an airboat, you just park it on the bank, stick another one in it, and keep on trucking. But you can literally check out the bow of my boat. It's full of drain plugs for that exact reason.
Yep. The first aid kits can range from having a simple first aid kit to something that's super elaborate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, vinegar is good to keep on your boat for scallop season, just in case the jellyfish come around.
Oh, I thought it was for flavor.
No, that's the hot sauce.
On people.
It's close enough.
Also, if you're in the water, wear something light colored.
Absolutely, like
If you're in
John
the water,
said.
wear something light colored.
Yep, absolutely. If you have some nice bright shirt, some of that fluorescent style, especially come scallop season. I mean, in a personal standpoint, I worry about people on their boats more so than sharks or anything else in those waters. I'll take jellyfish stings all day long as you can see me. But when it comes to those first aid kits, it is a great thing to have. This one's got 250 pieces. That's just between Band-Aids, Neosporin, and all that fun stuff. Luckily, you know, on our coast, we don't have to worry about the Dramamine side of life so much. We don't get to rocking so much.
It's always good to have some like Gatorades and Powerades on the boat too, because a lot of people get heat exhaustion. I went through it the other day. It was over 100 degrees out, and on the way back in, I started to feel real woozy, and
That's not a fun experience.
no, I stopped sweating and didn't realize I wasn't drinking enough water. So
Yep, and just to even have, you know, most of our guys are all going to carry a case at the very least, but you never know who else may be in need on a boat beside you. It's not just for yourself at all times. Be able to help.
yeah, a lot of people say pickle juice it's full of electrolytes too. So
And it's a great hangover.
And it's delicious. Who doesn't like pickle juice?
yeah,
I don't think
Jacob
Jacob
doesn't like
does.
Jacob,
I don't
Yeah.
think he likes it, right?
I think he's against the whole pickle thing.
The camera's not working there.
That's what she meant. So we're getting some feedback from behind the scenes, and if I'm staring off into the abyss, that is why.
So that's some really good safety information there.
Coming back.
But let's give away some of these EZE Dockers, and I got a good question.
Oh, all right.
All right. Where in Canada, say your best Canadian accent.
Nope.
Come on, try it.
Nope.
Don't you know? Yeah.
Don't you know?
Oh, don't you know? Where in Canada is EZE Dockers based out of? Where in Canada is the company EZE Dockers based out of? He said it. Is it a state? What state in Canada?
Province, probably.
Province?
Yeah, I think Canada's just Canada.
No, Billy. Canada's not just Canada.
You just drive the boat.
I drive boat.
I drive boats. So which province?
Province or city? I'm not sure what he said. So.
State?
We're at in Canada is EZE Docker.
So the first 10 people to answer that correctly is going to get added to the Extreme Decalz Reel of Fortune.
Is it 10 or 12?
12. Is it 10 or 12?
It is 12.
Is it 12?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 12.
First 12 people that answers that correctly is going to get added to the Reel of Fortune for your chance to win your set of EZE Dockers plus this awesome EZE
EZE
pole
Rod
holder.
Docker.
All right, so let's hit a commercial break and see who answered this one correctly. Be right back.
Vagabond dreaming takes me through the night. Sipping whiskey by the river, living out of sight. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour toward the light.
Sabaditos.
And in the morning when the sun does come, 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour till I'm done.
Are we rolling with 10? Because that's all I got.
2 more.
We're on.
We're waiting on 2 more. Somewhere in Canada.
Canada.
Is,
The answer starts with O
And ends with O.
and ends with O.
But you had to spell it right. I've seen someone didn't spell it right. And I'm a little stickler for that
Somebody
stuff.
else.
you really don't like
There we
reading
go.
my writing, do you, John?
No, I don't.
Thomas Holiday and Deb
Deb D.
Deb D.
All right, we got 12.
All right.
So with these 12
So,
people,
Hold
we're-
on. We got to do my special thing, though, because Laura asked to who's on the board.
We'll write them down.
So I did write them down. So if Gary can just read the names real quick. and
You read
satisfy-
the names.
I will.
All right,
We got
so,
Dale
starting
G,
with
Dennis
number 1
G,
at Ozello
Joe,
Keys Marina.
Yeah,
Dylan,
Ozello
Rick,
Key-
Jessica,
hold on,
Laura, Jack, Mary, Nature
Hold on,
Coast
hold on,
Anglers,
hold on, John.
Thomas, and
John,
Deb.
hold on. Just to be clear, Ozello Keys Marina, because it's not numbered. So Ozello Keys Marina is the first person to answer, and then we'll go to the right from there.
Okay.
Just so everybody
Don't mind
knows.
us.
So going from top clockwise, right? So Dale, Denise, Joe comes in at number 3, Dylan, Rick, Jessica at number 6. Hopefully you guys can pick out your own little logos there because I'm not paying attention. Laura, Jack, Mary at number 9, Nature Coast Anglers at 10, Thomas at 11, and Deb at 12.
Can we get a clarification which logo is Laura?
She is number 7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
6.
Abyss,
Be here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
To the right.
Clockwise.
She is
1,
Bahio.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Extreme Decalz.
You said it was.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So Laura Lynn Lott, you are Bahio.
Bangios.
Banjeo.
Bougios. I think Jay liked that one.
Yeah. The bougie. The clearest lens on planet. That's all you got to know. All right. Mario, come spin this thing.
All right.
Come on.
Let me hobble over here with my bad knee. All right, you ready?
Give it a good one. Going for marker 48.
Full adversaries. Oh. That's
say,
That's
perfectly
a
in the middle.
50-50 spin again.
Spin again.
Spin it again.
Perfectly
Okay,
in the middle.
Let's put it back up to the top. Ready? 1, 2. We'll do it on 2.
I like it. Full adversaries. State Farm.
What's the number?
What the heck, John? That's number 4.
Number 4. So Dylan C.
Dylan
Dylan
C.
C is
Dylan C.
Got the EZE Docker.
Can we verify that it did not land on BAJÍO for... Nope. All right. So Dylan C., State Farm, Ayinde Matthews, congratulations. You just won some EZE Docker components here.
With a koozie.
With a koozie. I tell you what, we got another set of EZE Dockers. Let's spin it again.
Let's do it again.
Let's
It's 3 times.
Yeah.
Third
Let's
time's the
do
charm.
this one again. So,
right,
so Dylan
we're
won
gonna
the
do a
master
second
set.
winner.
We only have one fishing rod holder.
All right, so you cannot win again. It cannot land on State Farm.
Deal.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Number one, Dale. Dale.
Dale. Congratulations, Dale. I tell you what, he is racking them in.
Heck yeah.
Racking in. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching Fish Talk Live once again. Thank you to Jessica from Cayla Coats for coming on the show.
That was great having
EZE Docker, Roland, I tell you, that was cool. And then, you know, Mario, Billy, John, Brianna, all of our amazing sponsors that are responsible for us being here every Tuesday, except for next Tuesday.
Yep. Next Tuesday is going to be my show.
That's right.
Where are you at,
And
Mario?
that is what time?
That is going to be at 7 o'clock at Cedar River Seafood.
Woohoo!
And we got Captain Mike Goodwine from Black Neck Adventures coming to pay us a visit.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's going to be a cool one.
It's going to be a party.
Oh, yeah. All right, make sure to be there. And also, not next Tuesday, following Tuesday,
2 Tuesdays.
we will be announcing our brand new sponsor. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
So excited. Also, we have Sheriff Prendergast that's going to be on the show talking about scallop season safety, and we'll be out on the boat with him and his crew on July 1st, opening day scallop season, to kind of see what they're doing out there to ensure the maximum amount of safety.
The life of a deputy.
Scalloping
Life
do's and
of a
don'ts.
deputy. Yeah, scallops, do's, and don'ts. So tune in for that. Go to Mario's live event next Tuesday. That's going to be a cool one. He's cool dude.
It's going to be a good one. And I was saying before, I just started a TikTok page. I just got enough people to follow me that I can go live. So that's going to be my first live on
cool.
TikTok.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Captain Mike.
That'll be your best one yet.
I hope
He's
so.
funny,
Yeah,
man. I love that guy.
He is good. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we'll see you next Tuesday at Mario's event, and then we'll see you the following Tuesday because scallop season's here. Thank you, everyone.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Thank you.